in the first round of the playoffs. So that is a huge game for Bradley Central and McMinn County next week. So we got a caller. So we'll go ahead and take this caller before we go to break. Caller, you're on the Blitz.
The boogeyman got him.
The boogeyman showed up again. McMinn County played them tough though, but Maryville's just too strong on defense and McMinn County just couldn't get that big offensive line and their all-state running back moving.
Yeah. But, Maryville's going to have to shape up because a couple of games on in the playoffs, they'll sure ship out playing like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I said it a couple of weeks ago. I don't think this is the same Maryville team that we've seen in past years. It's obviously a really, really good football team, but they're not as dominant as they have been. But they're the king until somebody knocks them off.
Okay, you have a good night. Go Rebs.
Thanks. All right, Morgan, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. The Cleveland game went running clock the entire second half, so we don't have a lot of finals, but we'll take a quick break and we'll give you what we have. You can give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz.
Craving prime rib this morning? Hardee's introduces the new prime rib and fried egg biscuit. We took tender prime rib and put it on a fluffy made-from-scratch biscuit. Yeah, that's right. We made prime rib for breakfast. Premium, juicy, sliced prime rib for breakfast. And then we topped it with a freshly cracked fried egg and melted Swiss. Why? We knew you needed it, that's why. The new prime rib and fried egg biscuit from Hardee's. Feed your happy. Available for limited time during breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Price and participation may vary.
Wholesale Supply Group, you've heard the name for years. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building, remodeling, or just maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project. With great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need. Check out the locations in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Dalton, and Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open to the public.
Oh Yeah Fitness Complex in Cleveland is celebrating Corporate Wellness Month. If you are a business owner, your employees can work out free for 10 days at Oh Yeah Fitness Complex. Then, if at least 10 of your employees would like to join after the 10 days, they can do that for a one-time $10 enrollment fee and then $10 a month after that. As always at Oh Yeah, there are no contracts. For more information, visit ohyeahlife.com or stop by Oh Yeah Fitness Complex in the Village Green Town Center on Keith Street here in Cleveland.
Check out Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland's amazing fall savings. The 2020 Nissan Rogue, sale price at $23,847 with zero down and only $281 per month. The 2020 Nissan Altima S, sale price at $21,726 with zero down. That's right, zero down and only $274 per month. Visit cleveland-nissan.com and in person on exit 20 off I-75. Payments are per month on 75 months at 1.9 APR.
If you haven't had time to think about dinner tonight, no problem. Tzatziki's has fresh items that take the stress out of mealtime. Try their Mediterranean salad with high-quality grilled salmon, or even try a fresh veggie gyro. There are so many versatile items to choose from at Tzatziki's. Download their app and skip the line by ordering curbside. Tzatziki's in Cleveland is located in the Target Shopping Center. Tzatziki's, making healthy taste good.
As long as there's Friday night football, there will be Saturday sports clinics at the Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
No appointment necessary.
Come in for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic sports injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures.
Every Saturday through early November.
The doors open at 9 a.m.
2415 Macaulay Avenue in Chattanooga.
Or the Cleveland office at 2400 North Ocoee Street.
The Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the region's largest orthopedic group.
Learn more at sportmed.com.
Looking for the dealer who's gonna give you more. Kia of Cleveland Superstore.
This is John Davis at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and it's deal making time. We will give you $5,000 minimum for any trade, regardless of the mileage or condition. And don't worry about your credit. If you've got $500 down and you make at least $2,000 a month, I'll do my best to get you approved. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Here on Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, flying solo tonight. We'll give the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard as we have it. There's still, we're early, so there's still a lot of games that are not final, so I'll give you what I have. So Bradley Central last night moves to 7-2 in their homecoming. Again, congratulations, Elena Gregory. They beat Soddy Daisy 49-14. Soddy Daisy moves to 3-6, and Soddy Daisy will play Walker Valley on next Friday night as of now. Sometimes these games are moving to Thursday, but as of right now, next Friday night, it'll be Walker Valley and Soddy Daisy for the number 2 seed in the region to see who hosts a home game. And that home game will it'll be against the loser of Powell and Oak Ridge. So that's being at home is important against both of those teams because that's two good football teams. So an important game for Walker Valley, and one of their goals for the year was to host a playoff game. So Walker Valley and Loudon are on a push tonight. COVID gets the win, so that game doesn't count against either team. So Loudon remains 8-0. Walker Valley stays at 5-2. Cleveland tonight in the game you heard here on Mix 104.1 with a huge win, by far the best Cleveland has played all year. Cleveland moves to 4-5. They beat William Blount 45-0. William Blount moves to 3-6 on the year. Meigs County continues to roll. They're 9-0 now. They beat a hapless Polk County who moves to 0-9, 49-7. The game of the week this week was Maryville-McMinn County up in Athens in the Friendly City, and Maryville moves to 9-0, wins the region, and McMinn County is now 8-1, and McMinn County and Bradley Central will clash next Friday night again, and that again is for a home football playoff game. So again, that's a huge one because the loser is going to have to travel, and they're going to end up traveling very possibly to Science Hill. It's either Farragut or Science Hill. Bradley Central's has already lost to Farragut this year, and Science Hill gave Dobbins Bennett all they wanted tonight. So probably Science Hill will be the number 2 seed. So that's a long trip. So you want to be at home instead of traveling. Red Bank, after 2 weeks off due to COVID, beats McMinn Central 45-0. Red Bank is 6-3 now after taking a couple of forfeit losses, and McMinn Central is 2-6. South Pittsburgh at the half over Sale Creek. They'll move to 8-1. They were ahead at the half 64-6. In a barn burner there in South Pittsburgh. Ottawa, last I heard, 24-14 over Heritage, and that sets up, like I said earlier with Cleveland, that sets up a game. Ottawa and Cleveland will be battling for the number 4 seed. Winner of that game makes the playoffs. Loser is done. So that is a huge game at Ottawa next week. So go out and support the Blue Raiders there. Go to Bradley Central and go to see that Bradley Central McMinn County game. Support our local kids. Boyd Buchanan was up 42-7 over Notre Dame in the third quarter. Sweetwater 36, Tellico Plains 32 in a final. East Ridge in the fourth quarter was up 10-8 over Howard. Don't have a final on the Dobbins Bennett Science Hill. Anderson County tonight over East Hamilton. East Hamilton has taken it on the chin 2 weeks in a row now. So Anderson County moves to 7-2 on the year. Beating East Hamilton 43-14. So East Hamilton has scored 14 points the last 2 weeks and given up 40 or more. So they've struggled the last 2 weeks. Pearl Con moves to 5-0. They haven't played as many games because they're in the Nashville area. They win 40-0 over Brainerd. Brainerd's now 7-3. And Alcoa, in the battle of 2 7-1 teams with Gatlinburg-Pittman, moves to 8-1. They beat Gatlinburg-Pittman 43-0. And Farragut tonight over Hardin Valley 42-7. So that is your Hardy's Friday Night Blitz Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard as we have it right now. So we'll talk a little bit about the Cleveland game. And then we'll talk some about the Bradley game, and then we're going to focus on playoffs and next week. So tonight for Cleveland, Drew Lambert gets his first start of his career tonight, and the first play of the game, he throws an 80-yard touchdown pass to Destin Thomas. That set the pace for the entire game for Cleveland as they rolled tonight, 45-0. And Cleveland played a lot of freshmen tonight. Brian Beard Jr. got the start at running back. Tito Boyd played linebacker linebacker all night. So Beard had 12 carries for 55 yards. Cleveland didn't have a huge amount of yards rushing tonight because they had 3 defensive touchdowns tonight. So they didn't have the ball a whole lot on offense, and when they did, it was a running clock in the second half. So Lambert was 9 of 10, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of those to Destin Thomas, and so Cleveland 192 yards total passing, and then 70 yards rushing. Dale had a 38-yard field goal. And on the night, 3 interceptions by Cleveland. Destin Thomas had a 3rd touchdown on an interception. It was an 81-yard return for a touchdown. Dez Bridges had an interception. Davin Wilson had an interception. And Gray had a return. Ben Gray, the nose tackle, had a fumble return for a touchdown tonight. So Cleveland's defense shut out William Blount, had a couple of touchdowns, and played great tonight. So it was good to see. That was by far the best game that Cleveland's played this year. So hopefully they are peaking at the right time. And again, you just never know what if you can make the playoffs. You never know what's going to happen. Again, it'll be a tough one because if they beat Ottawa, which I fully expect them to do, they're going to have to travel to Dobbins-Bennett, which is a phenomenal football team, an undefeated football team in a really tough district. So that's your Cleveland stats. Player of the game was Drew Lambert, the sophomore. Again, in his first start, Lambert played great. Can't stress that enough. Just the team seemed to have great energy tonight behind him, and he created plays and played very well. As I talked about with the Cleveland defense, William Blount had 6 yards rushing tonight, so virtually no yards rushing. They had 179 yards passing as they threw the ball the entire second half and most of the second quarter. Again, and on those passes, 3 interceptions. So the quarterback was 17 of 35, 179 yards, 3 interceptions, and 185 total yards for William Blount tonight. So phenomenal defense. Again, both of these teams were 3-5 going in. William Blount was fighting for a playoff spot in this game, so it wasn't like this game didn't mean anything. So great win for the Cleveland Blue Raiders tonight. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about the Bradley game. I've already said a little bit about it. We'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll talk playoffs. So give us a call, 614-6499. I want you to talk playoffs. I want you to talk Vols, Bama. Tell me how bad you think the Vols are going to beat Bama tomorrow night. Or tomorrow afternoon, the 3:30 CBS game. So 614-6499, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz.
Craving prime rib this morning? Hardee's introduces the new prime rib and fried egg biscuit. We took tender prime rib and put it on a fluffy made-from-scratch biscuit. Yeah, that's right. We made prime rib for breakfast. Premium, juicy, sliced prime rib for breakfast. And then we topped it with a freshly cracked fried egg and melted Swiss. Why? We knew you needed it, that's why. The new prime rib and fried egg biscuit from Hardee's. Feed your happy. Available for a limited time during breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Price and participation may vary.
Happy Halloween!
It's time for the 5th annual Trunk or Treat at Toyota of Cleveland, the 2020 Drive-Thru Pandemic Edition. Saturday, October 31st from 5 to 7. Free community touchless drive-thru event. Snacks, live music, characters, candy, and fun. All parties must stay inside your vehicles at all times. For all details, visit toyotaofcleveland.com. Toyota of Cleveland's 5th annual Trunk or Treat Pandemic Edition. Saturday, October 31st from 5 to 7.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at tnvalleyurology.net or call 423-472-3201.
The power and performance of your favorite players comes from hard work and refinement. Same goes for the power and performance of Audi. Hi, Jeremy Holsenbeck here for Audi Chattanooga. When you're ready to take your daily commute up a notch or two, come and drive an Audi. Agile, athletic, with a turbocharged punch. Audi is refined performance luxury. North end of Auto Row and at AudiChattanooga.com.
Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is a name you can trust, not only for sports injuries, but also workman's comp cases. Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is staffed with the finest team of healthcare professionals. Dr. Wojtek and his staff will do all they can to return you to your healthy, active lifestyle again. Check them out at their new state-of-the-art office located at 3913 Georgetown Road, or give them a call today at 479-3600, or check them out online at voitech.com.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. You have headaches, grind your teeth, or snore? We find that many times these are all related and can lead to a more severe problem known as sleep apnea. At the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, we can treat all of these symptoms with a custom-fit dental sleep appliance. How do I know? I have worn one for 4 years now and have never felt better, more rested, and am headache-free. Give us a call at 476-6541 to see what we can do for you.
Another SOS, and you're stressing, and that's the time to check in at Check Into Cash.
Check in at Check Into Cash today to turn your check into cash. At Check Into Cash, we cash paychecks, personal checks, tax checks, and more, so you can get the cash you need and get on with life. Check cashing isn't just a service, it's in our name. Come by and see how easy cashing your check can be. Visit checkintocash.com/checkradio.
One-stop money shop, check into cash.
Blitz again, flying solo tonight. Biscuit's at a wedding, enjoying himself and leaving it to me tonight. So we'll give the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Again, not a lot of finals. Games are starting to get towards the finals, but what we do have is last night Bradley Central beat Soddy Daisy 49-14. Cleveland tonight in the game you heard here on Mix 104.1 moves to 4-5, sets himself up for a battle next week with Ottawa to see who gets in the playoffs. They beat William Blount 45-0. That Ottawa team was up 24-14 in the third against Heritage. I think they were going to go ahead and handle that. And Walker Valley Loudon tonight in a push due to supposed COVID circumstances. Meigs County moves to 9-0 and beats Polk County 49-7. Maryville and McMinn County in the state game of the week. Maryville beats McMinn County 21-2. McMinn County just couldn't get anything going offensively. Red Bank, after 2 weeks off to COVID, beats McMinn Central 45-0. South Pittsburgh was up on Sale Creek 64-6 at the half. No score on Ray County Carnes yet. Boyd Buchanan in the third quarter was up 42-7 over Notre Dame. Tellico Plains loses tonight to Sweetwater 36-32. Just final Howard moves to 6-3, beats East Ridge, who moves to 5-4, 14-10. Still waiting on a final on Dobbins Bennett Science Hill. Anderson County moves to 7-2 and beats East Hamilton tonight 43-14. Pearl Con tonight moves to 5-0. They beat Brainerd 40-0. Farragut over Hardin Valley 42-7. And Alcoa in the battle of 7-1 teams versus Gatlinburg Pittman tonight. Alcoa handles them 43-0. So as if you want to give us a call, the callers keep calling in at the break and then hanging up on us. So if you want to give us a call, 614-6499. Let's take a quick look at the playoff picture. Again, Bradley Central last night was ahead 21-14 when the lights went out, and when the lights came back on, Bradley's lights came back on, but apparently Soddy Daisy's didn't. And Soddy Daisy doesn't score again after the lights come back on. Bradley Central goes on to win 49-14. They were running the football. When I left, they were running the football at will. Burke ended up with 223 yards. Jackson Wilson, the freshman, had he had a couple of nice runs. So Bradley Central just they didn't need to throw the ball last night. So McCleary had an easy night, just mostly handing the football off. And Bradley Central rolls 49-14. Javon Burke is averaging close to 200 yards a game rushing. I don't know what the exact total is, but that kid is having a phenomenal year, especially after the first couple of games struggling a little bit. But when he found his groove, and he's been running all over the field ever since. So we'll look at Region 2, which is the Bradley Central region. Maryville tonight beat McMinn County to lock up a 5-0 record and lock up the region title. They'll play Heritage next week, which will they could beat them with their third string. So Maryville locks up the number 1 seed. McMinn County and Bradley Central play next Friday night. The winner of that, they're both 4-1 in the region right now. Bradley Central 7-2 overall. McMinn County's 8-1 overall. The winner of that game is the number 2 seed, and they're probably going to play. The winner probably plays who I think the number 3 seed will be Farragut. And so that will be the winner. Farragut will come to them, and the loser of that game will travel up to Johnson City to play Science Hill, and that is a long trip to go on a Friday to play football. So that's you don't want to be that's why this Friday night McMinn County Bradley is such an important game. The number 4 seed in the region is still up for grabs. Cleveland travels down 75 to play Ottawa next Friday night, and the winner of that game, they're both 2-3 in the region right now. Both of them are 4-5 overall if Ottawa holds on to beat Heritage tonight, which I'm sure they did. So both of those teams are trying to get to 500 and get in the playoffs. So it's as simple as this: win and you're in, lose and you're out. So that's a very simple game. There's no tiebreakers or anything to worry about. Same thing with Bradley Central and McMinn County. The winner is the number 2 seed. The loser is the number 3 seed. And the other side of that region, you've got Dobbins-Bennett. Like I said, I think Science Hill is going to be the number 2 seed. Farragut probably the number 3. And then Bearden, that sneaky Bearden team, is going to be the number 4 seed. We got a caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz. Caller, hello? You're on the Blitz.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you well.
Okay. Up here, Evansville, Lake County 66, Carnes is 28.
Ray County 66, Carnes 28?
Yeah.
Were you at that game?
I'm out here right now.
So Ray County must have played well against Carnes.
Yeah, it's 42.5 left in the game.
Okay, well, thank you very much for calling and letting us know that. That's Ray County. Ray County remains undefeated, and that's a really good Ray County football team.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk about 5A. When we come back, we'll talk about Walker Valley. That kind of leads us into Ray County, Walker Valley, and all of that. So, again, give us a call, 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
This is Andrew Morgan, reminding you that we're here for all of your legal needs. Whether it be bankruptcy, divorce, custody, or personal injury, we've got your back. Give us a call at 423-829-1429.
When I'm grocery shopping, I want to get the most for my money. That's why I love the low prices at Food City. But then I learned I could save even more with a Food City value card. I get a great price on my everyday items while I'm earning points towards an additional 5% off at the register. That's 2 ways to lower my food bill. So if you're ready to start saving, sign up for a value card in the store or online at foodcity.com.
Value every day. Food City.
As long as there's Friday night football, there will be Saturday sports clinics at the Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
No appointment necessary.
Come in for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic sports injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures.
Every Saturday through early November.
The doors open at 9 a.m.
2415 Macaulay Avenue in Chattanooga.
Or the Cleveland office at 2400 North Ocoee Street.
The Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the region's largest orthopedic group.
Learn more at sportmed.com.
Need cash? Looking for a lender you can rely on but have less than perfect credit? Give Southland Finance a try. We're 5-star rated by our customers in Cleveland.
You will find no place better for a loan. Walking into Southland is like going to a friend's place. They're professional, approachable, kind, and go out their way to help. I 100% recommend Dusty in Southland.
I'm Dusty Whitener with Southland Finance. Visit me at 3850 Key Street near Chick-fil-A for a variety of loan options up to $10,000. Loan subject to credit approval.
This week's Village Volkswagen Game of the Week is Polk County at McMinn Central. Visit villagevolkswagen.com.
Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is a name you can trust, not only for sports injuries, but also workman's comp cases. Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is staffed with the finest team of healthcare professionals. Dr. Wojtek and his staff will do all they can to return you to your healthy, active lifestyle again. Check them out at their new state-of-the-art office located at 3913 Georgetown Road, or give them a call today at 479-3600, or check them out online at wojtek.com.
Buddy's Barbecue, located at 678 Paul Huff Parkway, or call 423-458-1501. And be sure to download our Buddy's app.
Hey guys, it's Steve. Let me tell you about my friends at Wholesale Supply. You've heard the name for years, Wholesale Supply Group. The experts trust them, and you should too. Whether you're building or remodeling, maintaining your home, Wholesale Supply Group has all the plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products you need to supply any project with great brands like Delta, Kohler, Rinnai, Mansfield, Progress Lighting, Square D, GE, and Milwaukee. Wholesale Supply has everything you need in Cleveland, Chattanooga, Athens, Dayton, Madisonville, Galton, Chatsworth. Online, wholesalesupply.us. Wholesale Supply Group is open to the public.
Join Oh Yeah Fitness Complex in Cleveland in the month of September and become part of the 2020 program. Become a member for a one-time enrollment fee of $20 and then only $20 per month after that. As always at Oh Yeah Fitness Complex, your membership is month to month. There are no contracts. Enjoy over 30,000 square feet of fitness and fun at Oh Yeah Fitness Complex located in the Village Green Town Center on Keith Street here in Cleveland. Ask about their recovery therapies. For more information, visit ohyeahlife.com.
Check out Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland's amazing fall savings. The 2020 Nissan Frontier SV sale price at $29,839 with zero down. That's right, zero down and $389 per month. The 2020 Nissan Versa S sale price at $14,500 with zero down and only $205 per month. Visit cleveland-nissan.com and in person on exit 20 off I-75. Payments are per month on 75 months at 1.9 APR.
Back here on Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, we've got some interesting scores in over the last couple of minutes. So I talked about Dobbins Bennett and winning that district and all that, and come to find out, Science Hill upsets Dobbins Bennett tonight, and Science Hill is now tied with Dobbins Bennett at so Science Hill's 4-1, Dobbins Bennett is 5-1. Science Hill has the upper hand in the district now, and Science Hill may end up being the winner of that with Dobbins Bennett as the number 2 seed. So that's an interesting development as we're seeing the games tonight. So with Science Hill moves to 7-2 on the year. And let me get that right. So Science Hill 7-2 on the year. Dobbins Bennett was undefeated, so they're now 8-1. Science Hill wins 31-21, so that really affects the region and the playoffs, because that's, Bradley Central is going to probably end up having to play one of those two, and McMinn County. So that really affects them and affects how that goes. You now have 3 teams in that district that only have 1 loss, and Farragut and Science Hill will play next week. If Science Hill wins that one, then Science Hill will be the district champion because they will be the they will have the head-to-head versus Dobbins-Bennett. If Farragut was to beat Science Hill, then Dobbins-Bennett will be the district or the region champion because Dobbins-Bennett beat Farragut. So that's how that one goes. So we're way up in the air as far as playoffs go in that one, in that region 1, and deciding who's going to travel to where. So we'll give the scoreboard one more time. Bradley Central last night beat Soddy Daisy 49-14. Bradley Central 7-2 on the year. Again, we'll talk about their clash with McMinn County here in a couple of minutes. Cleveland goes to 4-5. They beat William Blount 45-0. Walker Valley Loudon postponed, canceled. Since this is week 9, and Walker Valley will play Soddy Daisy next week for the to decide second place in the district. Meigs County goes to 9-0. They win 49-7. Maryville remains undefeated, beating McMinn County 21-2. Red Bank 45, McMinn Central 0. Again, South Pittsburgh at the half was up 64-6 against Sail Creek. Ottawa, we got a final on that one now. Ottawa did indeed beat Heritage. Ottawa beat Heritage 31-22, and Ottawa's 4-5 on the year, and they'll be playing Cleveland for that 4th place slot in the region. Notre Dame loses to Boyd Buchanan tonight, 48-13. Ray County moves to 9-0 on the year. They beat Karnes 66-28. Sweetwater over Tellico Plains, 36-32. Howard over East Ridge, 14-10. Again, the shocker, Dobbins-Bennett tonight loses to Science Hill, 31-21. Anderson County, in another little bit of a shocker, moves to 7-2. They beat East Hamilton, 43-14. Pearl Con over Brainerd 40-0, Farragut over Hardin Valley 42-7, and Alcoa 43, Gatlinburg Pittman 0. So there's your Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard, and let's talk a little bit about the Region 4 5A and Region 3 5A. So Ray County's already played out their schedule, and they have. They were 3-0, and so they're done, and they won the region, so they'll be the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. Lenore City finished 0-3, so they're finished, and they're 1-7 on the year, and they will be the number 4 seed. So that's where they are there, and then like I said, Walker Valley and Soddy Daisy play next week. And that's going to be a barn burner. Walker Valley's playing very well right now, and so I think they will take care of business against Soddy Daisy. But Soddy Daisy's always good offensively, so that's going to be an interesting one, and that'll be one next week to decide who gets a home game and who plays on the road. Who's the number 2? Who's the number 3 seed? So that's going to be super important. On the other side, Knox West moved to 5-0 tonight. And they I think they wrapped up the district tonight, or I'm sorry, Region 3 tonight. So they'll be the number 1 seed. Powell and Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge moved to 4-1. Powell's 4-1. So they will play. I think they play next week. Winner of that is the 2 seed. Loser is the 3 seed. And then Knox Fulton is going to be, I think, I take that back. That one's still kind of up in the air now that I look at it. So all of those guys have 1 loss. And so that one with 1 loss, and I don't have the scores from tonight. So let me see if I can find that. I'll at the next break, I'll look at that and see, because Oak Ridge played a district game tonight. So, but again, going into tonight, Powell, Oak Ridge, and Knox Fulton were all 3-1. So the 4 teams out of that region are going to be Knox West, Powell, Oak Ridge, and Fulton. We know that. It's just a matter of what order that 2, 3, and 4 is. So that's going to be an interesting one. And again, big game for Walker Valley next week to decide. To try to get that home game and play against the number 3 seed instead of having to travel to the number 2 seed. So that kind of wraps up your 5A. as we look at that. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll come back and talk a little bit about those games next week, and I'll try to get an update on those Knoxville teams and who won and who lost, and have a little bit more information there. So again, if you want to give us a call, you can 614-6499. This is Hardy's Friday Night Blitz, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group.
For you. Get fresh food fast by ordering online. Stay on time and on track while maintaining your healthy lifestyle with Tzatziki's. Not sure what to get? Their grilled chicken gyro with a side of fruit is perfect. If you need greens, try their Greek salad with shrimp to go. Choose scratch-made goodness for your lunch break today and order at Tzatziki's.com. Tzatziki's in Cleveland is located in the Target Shopping Center. Tzatziki's, making healthy taste good.
As long as there's Friday night football, there will be Saturday sports clinics at the Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
No appointment necessary.
Come in for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic sports injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures.
Every Saturday through early November.
The doors open at 9 a.m.
2415 Macaulay Avenue in Chattanooga.
Or the Cleveland office at 2400 North Ocoee Street.
The Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the region's largest orthopedic group.
Learn more at sportmed.com.
Looking for the dealer who's gonna give you more. Kia of Cleveland Superstore.
This is John Davis at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and it's deal making time. We will give you $5,000 minimum for any trade, regardless of the mileage or condition. And don't worry about your credit. If you've got $500 down and you make at least $2,000 a month, I'll do my best to get you approved. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Craving prime rib this morning? Hardee's introduces the new prime rib and fried egg biscuit. We took tender prime rib and put it on a fluffy made-from-scratch biscuit. Yeah, that's right. We made prime rib for breakfast. Premium, juicy, sliced prime rib for breakfast. And then we topped it with a freshly cracked fried egg and melted Swiss. Why? We knew you needed it, that's why. The new prime rib and fried egg biscuit from Hardee's. Feed your happy. Available for limited time during breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Price and participation may vary.
It's time for the 5th annual Trunk or Treat at Toyota of Cleveland, the 2020 Drive-Thru Pandemic Edition. Saturday, October 31st from 5 to 7. Free community touchless drive-thru event. Snacks, live music, characters, candy, and fun. All parties must stay inside your vehicles at all times. For all details, visit toyotaofcleveland.com. Toyota of Cleveland's 5th annual Trunk or Treat Pandemic Edition. Saturday, October 31st from 5 to 7.
Tennessee Valley Urology is the home of the no scalpel vasectomy. Find out more at tnvalleyurology.net or call 423-472-3201.
The power and performance of your favorite players comes from hard work and refinement. Same goes for the power and performance of Audi. Hi, Jeremy Holzenbach here for Audi Chattanooga. When you're ready to take your daily commute up a notch or two, come and drive an Audi. Agile, athletic, with a turbocharged punch. Audi is refined performance luxury. North end of Auto Row and at AudiChattanooga.com.
Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is a name you can trust, not only for sports injuries, but also workman's comp cases. Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care is staffed with the finest team of healthcare professionals. Dr. Wojtek and his staff will do all they can to return you to your healthy, active lifestyle again. Check them out at their new state-of-the-art office located at 3913 Georgetown Road, or give them a call today at 479-3600, or check them out online at Wojtek.com.
This is Dr. Brian Beard with the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, home of the one-visit crown. No longer is it necessary to wear a leaky temporary for 2 to 3 weeks, take messy impressions, or even come back for a second appointment. Those are all things of the past thanks to 3D CAD/CAM technology. We make your beautiful all-porcelain crown in one visit and see considerably less sensitivity, better fit, and longevity, and of course, happy patients. Time is valuable. Time is money. What is your time worth? Give us a call at 476-6541.
Another SOS, and you're stressing, and that's the time to check in at Check Into Cash.
Check in at Check Into Cash today for a flex loan up to $4,000. If you're facing unexpected expenses, a flex loan from Check Into Cash can help. Withdraw as much as you need when you need it. A Check Into Cash flex loan gives you the cash you need so you can get on with life. Like a credit card, only better. Visit checkintocash.com/flexradio.
One stop money shop. Check into cash.
The Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Elders Ace Hardware Scoreboard. Bradley Central on Thursday night moves to 7-2, beats Soddy Daisy 49-14. Cleveland tonight routs William Blount 45-0. Cleveland's 4-5. Walker Valley versus Loudon, no game tonight. COVID win. Polk County loses to Meigs County. Meigs County moves to 9-0, 49-7. In the state game of the week, Maryville moves to 9-0, wins the region, beats McMinn County, who is 8-1 now, 21-2, to set up a battle for Bradley Central and McMinn County next week to see who's the number 2 seed in the region. Red Bank moves to 6-3. They beat McMinn Central 45-0. At the half, South Pittsburgh, who is 7-1, will move to 8-1. They were up 64-6 over Sale Creek. Ottawa defeats Heritage tonight 31-22. Notre Dame loses to Boyd Buchanan tonight 48-13. Ray County in a rout tonight remains undefeated at 9-0. They beat Karn 66-28. Sweetwater over Tellico Plains 36-32. Howard moves to 6-3 tonight in a battle of 5-3s over East Ridge 14-10. In the shocker of the night, Science Hill moves to 7-2 on the year. They beat an undefeated Dobbins-Bennett team 31-21. Anderson County moves to 7-2 and beats East Hamilton 43-14. Hickson over Chattanooga Central 25-6. Brainerd loses tonight and gets shut out by Pearl Con 40-0. Farragut 42, Hardin Valley 7. And Alcoa tonight in the battle of 7-1s against Gatlinburg-Pittman wins 43-0. That's your Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Elders Ace Hardware Scoreboard. So as we look to next week, every game is a big game next week in our area. So we'll start with Walker Valley is at home for senior night against Soddy Daisy. So it'll be a great opportunity to go out and support those seniors and support Walker Valley in what is a super important game. One of Walker Valley's goals for this year, their one goal was to get to 7 wins, but with losing 2 games to COVID, they would have gotten there. Now they've got to win a playoff game to get there. But another goal was for them to have a home playoff game, and this game against Soddy Daisy will decide that next Friday night. So it'll be a great opportunity to go to Walker Valley against Soddy Daisy. That's going to be 2 pretty good offenses. Walker Valley, a great offense, and Soddy Daisy. But I think that's a game that Walker Valley, if they go out and play in front of that home crowd like they're capable of playing, they'll handle that game. They'll be the number 2 seed, but that's going to be a phenomenal game to go to and a phenomenal game to watch. In the second one is again 2 local teams, one of the longest running rivalries, running games in the state. McMinn County is 8-1. They travel to Bradley Central, who is 7-2. Winner of that game is the number 2 seed in the region. They play at home. The loser is going to travel, and we don't know where they're going to travel now because with Dobbins-Bennett getting beat, that's that district is all up in the air. So we do know that Maryville will end up playing Bearden, that sneaky Bearden team, but the rest of it is literally up in the air. So we don't know who's gonna be playing who, and there's still a lot of football to be played there. So McMinn County, Bradley Central in the battle of big offensive lines. Both teams like to run the football. You'll have Jalen Hunt versus Javon Burke in the battle of running backs that are having phenomenal years. So that one is going to be a fun game to watch. It's Bradley Central senior night, and it is going to be a battle of those two teams, and that'll be the game that I'm at probably, because that's going to be a phenomenal game against two really, really good football teams. Cleveland, 4-5, Ottawa 4-5. The winner of that game, it's at Ottawa. The winner of that game is going to be the number 4 seed and make the playoffs, and the loser is done for the year. So nothing like motivation of it being your last game. So both of those teams are going to be fired up and ready to go. Both of them are battling to get to 500, and the one that gets to 500 will be the winner, and they will also be in the playoffs and get another chance to play. So super, super important game down in Ottawa. So Cleveland will travel down there. Cleveland played their best game of the year tonight. So hopefully Cleveland's peaking at the right time and they can go down and get a win against Ottawa. We would love to see, all three of our teams in the playoffs next week, and the station, all three of the stations, we'll travel with them. We will keep them on the air all the way through the playoffs. We'll be doing Blitz until everybody's done in the playoffs. So we'll continue the coverage, and we just hope the teams continue to win. So Cleveland will travel down to Ottawa. Both teams 4-5, and the winner in the playoffs, and the loser is done. Other games of interest are we won't talk about them, but Ray County tries to remain undefeated they'll play Marion County. Meigs County plays Wartburg, and Polk County will play Tyner Academy. So that's kind of the rest of the teams in the area, and that's it for tonight. That's as we talk about what's going to happen next week. Again, Walker Valley senior night versus Soddy Daisy. Winner of that game is the number 2 seed, gets a home playoff game. The loser is the 3 seed and has to travel. McMinn County, Bradley Central, same situation. It's at Bradley Central. It's senior night for Bradley. McMinn County's 8-1. Bradley Central 7-2. Both of them have lost to Maryville. Bradley Central also lost to Farragut, who's a really good football team. But at Bradley Central, it'll be senior night. The winner of that game gets a home playoff game, and the loser is going to have to travel up to the Tri-Cities. Probably don't know which one, but it'll either be the loser will have to travel to either Dobbins Bennett or Science Hill. So that depending on which one wins the district and which one loses it, or which one finishes second. But the loser of that game will definitely have to travel to the Tri-City somewhere. So huge game because you don't want to travel that far, and you always want to play in front of your home crowd. And then again, lastly, just in summary, Cleveland and Ottawa both 4-5. Cleveland travels down to Ottawa. The winner's in the playoffs, and the loser is done. And speaking of done, that's it for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Good night, and God bless.